And welcome back to the Regimentals YouTube channel. So it is a new year and we are going to be changing the format in which we present our YouTube videos. For the last year we've had a great response from the YouTube videos, everyone's really loved them, but they've been very formal. In terms of I've spent time tidying up the office, trying to wear something respectable and really trying to present to you a feature of various items. And I find that really hard work because the week goes on, it's a very busy week, and it gets to like Thursday, we're updating the next day, and I think, oh, I've got to do a YouTube video, what can I do? And we always do it at the end of the day, and it's always rushed, and it just puts pressure on us, and we end up rushing out a video. So what I wanted to do, I've been studying quite a few other YouTubers and what they do, and everything is quite informal and it's almost done like a vlog, so it's like a pattern of things that happen throughout the week. Now with that, what you'll probably notice is a much more relaxed format of video, so the office might be a bit messy, I won't tidy it up, you'll see, you know, the working realities of how it actually is week in, week out. You might see the dog running around making a noise, you might see my father in the background clicking away on his giant sized keyboard. So all those kind of things will change in the video. It will be much more like a weekly diary of how the week goes on. And I'll try and feature things throughout the week, all different things as they're coming in or going out of the shop. So you can see how much stuff is leaving the office as well as new stuff coming in. So what I wanted to start with was something that I've seen a lot of other YouTubers doing, this thing called unboxing. These YouTubers, they get sent free stuff. I don't get sent free stuff yet. I'm sure no one's going to be sending me free militaria from the world's biggest militaria company. But what I do is I get sent stuff by customers who want to consign things or want to sell things. So I've received this box here, and it's come to us from a customer in Greece who wants to always consign stuff to us. I have no idea what's inside. As I said, he always consigns stuff to us. We just receive the box with no form of contact, and it could be good stuff inside, there could be rubbish inside. So what I'm going to do is unboxing, like so you can see at the same time as me what is inside. So I'm going to open up the box, and hopefully he sent something really cool. Okay, it's cardboard. Okay, in here it looks like a tray or a plate of some kind. Okay, it's like a 2nd Battalion Scots Guards presentation plaque. Knife. Well, this box seems quite heavy. Right, there's lots of bits of silver in here. 20th of July 44 plaque with a swastika on the outside there. It's a cigarette case. That will need some serious looking at because lots of silver like that is quite heavily faked. Oh my gosh, there's lots of pieces in here. Chinese medals. Interesting. More Chinese medals. Again, not something I'm really familiar with. I'll have to do some research onto what they are. British 1944 presentation plate. Again, it's going to require some research. So let's move on to the next box. That looks all like small pieces of silverware. Let's have a look in this big box here, see what this is. Oh, it's more silver. So this looks like it's going to be like some kind of tea set. Yeah, again, it's British. So presented to Lieutenant Butler by members of the Irish section of the 6th Battalion Black Watch on the occasion of his marriage. So it's a wedding gift to someone in the Black Watch. And there's another big box under here. Let's have a look in here, see what this is. Very well wrapped. Builds the excitement. One thing you might notice from this new format of videos as well is that the content in the videos was obviously going to be a lot longer, because if we show all kinds of things like this throughout the week, you guys will end up watching a longer video. It'll be maybe an hour's worth of video rather than the usual 20-25 minutes, which for some people will be, you know, a bit of a chore to have to sit through that, and other people keep asking me to watch if I can present a longer video. So there's pluses and minuses. Okay, this is like a picture frame of some kind. No, it's more silver. So I'm guessing from what we've opened so far that the whole box is all kind of silverware. Oh, no, that's nice. Look, that's a Luftwaffe piece. A very strange eagle on there. Again, silverware makes me very suspicious, so I might have to have a real close look at that to make sure that is original, because that eagle looks very strange to me. Yeah, another Luftwaffe tray. Okay, so, you know, as I said with the unboxing, you just never know. There could have been lots of helmets in there, uniforms. It was silverware. It doesn't do much for me. A lot of people do like it, so that will require a lot of research to find out what those pieces are and what they might be worth. Most of all, to check out their authenticity. So, moving on from the unboxing, I wanted to show you this, which I bought at the end of last week. This is a black shirt from Mosley's British Union of Fascists. Now, as you can remember, I've featured lots of BUF stuff on my videos before. The banner, I've had belts, I've had documents. But this is the actual black shirt. It's called the fencing shirt that the members of the BUF used to wear. It's an amazingly large size. In those days, in the 1930s, everyone was really small. But this is like a size 42, and you can see when I hold it up how big it is and how wide those shoulders are. So this would have been a big guy. It's a very, very interesting ribbed material. Has the button configuration, very interesting style, just like the fencing shirts. And what's interesting about this one is it's the actual one that's featured in this book about Mosley's black shirt. So there's the cover of the book. I've featured this book before, but that is the actual shirt that we have here. So the value of an item, once it's documented in a book, increases dramatically. This one is going to be going on the website for just under £3,000. I'll probably try and get it onto the next update. BUF stuff has a very, very small following, but always seems to hold its value, and the items are always going up in price quite rapidly. So, you know, that's the start of this video. You might see me in the next clip. I might be wearing something different because I'm filming it on a different day. I might do a little bit more this afternoon. But I hope you enjoy the new format and try and make it a bit more relaxed. So yeah, I've got a busy day ahead. Mondays are always really busy. Lots of orders to process, so I better crack on with the rest of my day. So I'm in the photographic area now, and I was just photographing something really interesting which I wanted to feature on the video. As you can probably hear, might be some packing in the background. The old man's packing some parcels which are on the way out. But I wanted to feature this Busby because it's got some really interesting history. I was just photographing it, so I thought it was a good opportunity, as I was saying about changing the format of the videos, to speak to you about it. So as you can see from the paperwork that's with it, Scots Fusiliers style, which is different to the Guards style. And this is one with full history, and it was worn by a man who was in the First World War in the Scots Fusiliers. He won the DSO and MC for bravery in the trenches in the First World War, and then he went on to fight with the British Expeditionary Force in World War II as well. Retreated back to Dunkirk. He was then captured. He was put in various prisoner of war camps. And then eventually he was moved to the Bad Boys camp, which is obviously Colditz Castle. He became the senior British officer at Colditz. So it's a really interesting piece. It's the sort of thing you've got to read the full history when it appears on the website. It's a fantastic and really lovely artwork on top of the tin. You can see there with his name. A fantastic piece. And while I'm here, let me just show you a few other pieces which are going to be going onto the website while I'm photographing it. It's lovely standard webbing strap British paratrooper helmet, 1944 dated. These are always really rare. The Welsh knife, we had one earlier in the year. This is another one. Very, very rare piece from the First World War. This is really interesting, being what appears to be a Sam Brown, but it's actually Turkish marked. Really unusual piece, being, you know, a British Sam Brown but Turkish marked. This is a lovely thing. I haven't had a Luftwaffe officer's side cap in this condition for a very long time. Large size, beautiful condition. This is also very nice. Might get your fingers a bit dirty, but this is a magazine for a British Vickers K gun. Sits on top of the gun. A very rare piece of kit. That's going to be on the website for £350. So just while we're rolling in the office here, I wanted to show you a few bits which are from my own collection, which are going to be coming onto the website. I just thought I might sell a few of my SS bits. Some of them you've seen on various clips before, but I'm going to be selling from my own collection a mint pair of dot pattern trousers. I'm also going to be putting on the website my plain tree SS smock. It's one of my favourite smocks. Very, very rare. The condition is very battle worn. But that's going to be coming onto the website very soon. And then also I'm going to be selling my favourite SS tunic. It's really nice, it's got a lot of wear to it. It's had a cuff title on it. Lovely SS markings inside. You can see all this when it appears on the website. I'm also going to be selling my Waffen SS Panzer camouflage wrap over. I featured this on a video a little while ago. It's got that lovely purpling dye to it where it's been washed or got wet when the man's been wearing his black Panzer wrap over underneath it. So that's why it has this slight purple tinge to it, but really battle worn and used. But at the end of the day, it's an original piece. You know, you don't see original ones of these. Also lovely single button SS M43 cap. And then these items I just bought in at the weekend as well. A really nice bleached to white Afrika Korps cap. The remains of the Pioneer soutache just visible under the brim there. Really, really nice and lovely and worn inside. Look at the condition of that inside there. Just as you want to see an Afrika Korps cap. Really nice. Also this lovely battle damaged army helmet. Really, really iconic looking and really striking the way there's so much damage on it. I also bought this very late war paratrooper helmet. It's got the very late war strap on it. Stitching's come apart in the middle there, but still an excellent piece. Then also I bought this lovely netted helmet. It's a Luftwaffe helmet with a string net on it. All these pieces will be featured on our next update. Oh yeah, and while I'm here, I also bought this, which is really nice. This Luftwaffe Tropical Officer's side cap. The heavy material, look at the wear on it as well. It's really just nicely used enough to make it salty, but not, you know, obviously destroyed, and a lovely maker inside there. Okay, so we're now midweek here at Regimentals, and I just wanted to do some more footage for the weekly vlog. And one of the things I wanted to mention, and hoping that this video will help, is I've just bought in this really nice transport parade uniform. It's with trousers, and I recall a customer speaking to me a few weeks ago, and for some reason I think it might have been at Birmingham Arms Fair, about one of my customers who has every parade uniform in every colour, every different military division, but he doesn't have transport. So I'm trying to rack my brains as to who it was that needs a transport parade uniform. So maybe if you're watching this video and it's you could let me know. That will save it going on the website, and it can go direct to you without me having to list it. So one of the things I thought would be good is that I don't really do a tour of the showroom very much. So in these clips I want to just walk around the showroom and pick up the odd piece that's on the shelf and show it to you. So I mean, I don't want to home in on extremely expensive or rare things, so I'm just going to pick up like the first thing that I see and show it to you on the video, so you get to look at some really good militaria. So this is a nice Mountain Troops cap, very nice double Errol, lovely marks inside, with the small Edelweiss there to denote it is Mountain Troops. And also, if you notice here on the cockade, it's the rare vented version with the cross hatching on the cockade there. And usually that goes right through so you can see the vent on the inside. I might have featured this on a video before actually, it looks quite familiar to me. Moving along, this is also very nice here, this Luftwaffe cap. You know, everything we sell here is original, so you know, it's really good for me to pick up these items and show them to you, so you, if you're a novice collector, get to see more details, because I always say to people the best way to learn is to actually handle the items, you know. And if you can't get to a military affair or a show, hopefully doing this will give you a better idea of looking at the items, because it's got to be better than actually viewing our photographs on the website. This is a lovely signals cap. See, this is lemon yellow, not cavalry. It's not the golden yellow. It's the lemon yellow for signals. That's an NCO's cap. What else can I show you here? Let's have a look. Well, seeing as we're looking at caps, let's have another look at this. I think I might have featured this before. Lovely crusher cap, medical. It's the blue for medical. Look how flat it is, and look at the wear on it as well. That's my favourite kind of condition for militaria, really. What else can we show you? Oh, this is very nice. This is a Waffen SS Panzer overseas cap. Always black inside. And then of course the two-piece insignia there on the front. What else would you like to see? Oh look, let's have a look at this. This is one of my favourite pieces. Lovely Kriegsmarine white top cap. Now a lot of people say, oh yeah, it's a U-boat captain's cap or a U-boat officer's cap. No, the Kriegsmarine, they use these white top caps throughout the whole of the Navy. It's just that people tend to associate it more with being U-boat, and this is the blue cover that was worn over the top of it, or you could change it so you could either have the blue cover or the white cover. It's got some initials in there. It's lost one there, so it would have had the soldiers' initials or the sailors' initials in there. So that's just what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to feature close-up pictures of some of the stuff that we have here. One thing I wanted to show you, this I think was featured on one of our videos recently. This is the Prussian General's pickle hob, and that sold yesterday. So, you know, as well as things coming in, I want to show you things going out as well. So that's about to be processed, packed and sent out to Scandinavia. And the reason I want to show you what's going out is to give you confidence that, you know, this stuff sells. It's a good investment. So if you're buying it in, don't be too scared that you're investing too much money. The stuff is selling all the time. The whole of militaria is so buoyant at the moment, and it's a real vibrant business. So have no fear about your investment, because I hear a lot of people say, oh, militaria is dying because the collectors are so old. Rubbish. There's so many young collectors out there. I'm selling stuff and communicating with people who are so young now. Have no fear, if you're approaching your 50s, 60s or 70s, that the collecting hobby is on the way out. It's not. Another thing I wanted to mention was, has anybody seen the new film 1917? I've seen it. It's fantastic, really good. And one of the things I wanted to say to you was that here at Regimentals, we actually supplied uniforms for the film. We supplied them with original breeches, Sam Brown belts, and we sold them about 5 different uniforms, some of which I managed to see in the film being used. So, you know, if you work in the film industry and you're watching our video here, and you're looking to hire or to purchase or even advice on what should be worn for theatre productions, for TV programmes, you know, one of the sides of our business that I don't tend to push enough is my work with the film industry. So go and watch 1917, have a look at some of the uniforms that Regimentals supplied them with, and, you know, get in touch with us if you need help with any of your productions. So it's Thursday morning. I'm in my car, just been to see a customer who's quite local to us. He had quite a nice collection, and what I'm doing with this collector is I'm buying stuff off him gradually over the next few weeks. Sometimes people can't, it's too difficult for them after collecting for 40 years to bring themselves to let everything go in one go. So what I do is I visit them, pick out a few bits that they're ready to part with, we agree a price, I take them, and then I'll go back and see him again probably in about 2 weeks time, and maybe buy some more. So just while I'm here in the car, I want to show you quickly the few bits that I bought. It's a race against time, because what I want to do, we're updating, it's Thursday morning, we're updating Friday afternoon, so I've got to try and get these items back to the office, get them researched, dictated, photographed, and then ready onto the update for Friday. So if I can just show you what there was that I purchased, this lovely Algemine SS cap here. Unfortunately the eagle is only held on with 2 prongs, so it's quite fragile. You can kind of feel inside that there's only 2 prongs there, but lovely original untouched example. Inside as well, the label is under the sweatband. There's always the label under the sweatband here, the marking on the peak as well. So yeah, a lovely piece. Algemine SS caps are always popular. They're the iconic looking items of the Third Reich, so they always sell. And the rest of it was mostly badges. So there was a lovely cased pilot's badge in its box, 2 fantastic auxiliary cruiser badges. One of them Schwerin, the other one's unmarked, but they're both superb condition, really clean. And the price of those, I've noticed, have really shot up in recent years. Always a rare piece, anti-partisan badge. It's a hollow back version. You know, again, quite iconic and well known amongst with Third Reich badges. But that's a lovely piece. There was a German cross in silver. This is a number 20 Zimmermann, maker marked on the pin as always. The condition's not 100%, but it's an original piece, really nice. And then lastly, this piece here is a GWL Luftwaffe flak badge. Now I need to research it, but I think that GWL flak badges are quite rare. So this, for me, although it's not the most expensive item in the collection, it's one of the premium pieces, because amongst badge collectors they will probably identify that the GWL is quite hard to get. I've got a box in the back of a few other bits, but they were the few pieces which I just pulled out just to show you in the video. Hopefully you'll see some of these on Friday's update. Remember, if you don't see something on the update but you want to know more about it, just get in touch with us. So I'm back in Archie's vintage showroom now. I had to pop in here to sort out some issues and meet a customer here. So what I thought, I'd wrap up the video here, because what I wanted to do was I wanted some help with this aircraft piece. Now I've had this for quite a few years. I bought it in America, and I want to try and identify which aircraft it's from. So when I bought it, I was told it's probably from the Vietnam War period, but no one's been able to identify which aircraft it would be from. So if anyone's got any ideas of what it might be from, please get in touch with us and help us identify it. And the other thing I wanted to mention, because it's kind of linked in to military, is I've just got in this massive collection of aviation items. It's all British Airways and BOAC items from sort of 1960 right up to the 1980s. So if anyone's interested in aviation items, please get in touch with us on that as well. So hope you've enjoyed the new style video. We're updating the website on Friday afternoon. There's quite a few nice high-end items on there, and then we've got a few shows coming up in the coming weeks. We'll be at Stoneleigh, we'll be at Birmingham, and then of course we've got the SOS in America. So please don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And welcome back to the YouTube. Hello and welcome. Present our YouTube videos. A lot of these YouTubers, they get sent free stuff. I don't. Now we're starting up the car. And yeah, you know, don't know what else to say.
I'll cut it off there.
No, not that, sorry. Where's that Turkish? Oh, sorry. Right. Show you in the other room some pieces which are coming.
Wait, great. Stay over there. Stay over there. And then as you're talking, wait.
So also, while we're rolling the camera, I wanted to show you some pieces which are about to be dictated. Why are you so close to me? For the weekly blog?
Vlog.
Blog?
Vlog.